welcome back to my channel. I'm the nation's princess, and if you're new here, make sure you first of all welcome, and then make sure you hit the like, comment, and subscribe button, and make sure that you subscribe to be a part of the gang, because who wouldn't want to be a part of the gang, right? So yeah, so as y'all can see from the title of today's video, I don't know what that was Grace say. As y'all can see from the title of today's video, yikes, I'm looking super rough today, y'all. Anywho, I don't know what y'all see from the title of today's video because I don't know what I'm naming this video. However, I know I needed to come back with a another week because I told you guys I would tell you BMT week to week, okay? So I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but y'all will see it whenever y'all see it, you know what I'm saying? So real quick, right? I was part of the 322nd gang, okay? Training squadron, all right? This is our hoodies. Our squadron hoodies. The other black hoodie that you see me wearing is our flight hoodie. Okay, so these they will get if you're going to Alcatraz. I don't know how they do it at Disneyland, but if you're going to Alcatraz, they give you these. I don't know if they give it to you. I don't know. At Alcatraz, you get these. So real quick, I just want to say sorry for the poor quality. I have to record this on the iPad just because I don't have the other camera and I wanted to get this video out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and put so the first thing I'm gonna start with is dust downs and details. Okay, so dust downs and details is something that you get straight into. Excuse me, you get straight into dust down and details. I don't know, y'all. I'm forgetting so much. I want to say you get straight into dust down and details right after breakfast or something, because we did it differently sometimes. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that you get straight into it like right after breakfast. Okay? Dust downs and details, basically, they give you jobs as to like what you're doing in the in the dorm. So you may have like latrine crew, you have chrome, the people who clean the chrome, bed aligners, shoe aligners, like, you know, things like that. I can get more into depth with what the jobs are in another video. You do dust downs and details right after breakfast, and then when you get up in the morning, you really have no time to get dressed. So they typically, so in the beginning, in the first place, you wear your PT gear until you get your OCPs. So then you alternate. However, during the first weeks of BMT or the first couple of days during BMT until you get your OCPs, you typically just wear your PT gear. So I would advise, okay, just to go ahead and sleep in the PT gear, okay? Sleep in the PT gear because you have to wear it anyway. So it's not such a big thing about getting up in the morning to get dressed or whatever, and then like as soon as Reveille plays, the MTI's banging on the door, okay? They're expected for you to already be up and be like, how can I help you, sir? So you might as well just go ahead and sleep in it anyway, because you have to wear it anyway, and you shower that night, you know, get dressed or whatever. Because when the MTIs leave, and I'm gonna say this very loosely, it's up to you if you want to go do like a little whole bath and get yourself together, or go ahead and try to test the waters and to get in the shower. Because there was a couple times after Taps had played, there were MTIs that would come in and try to like check and see what was going on, make sure everybody was in bed. People got caught, it was a whole thing. So anywho, I would say sleep in your PT gear, and then once you actually get your OCPs, I would say most of the girls had, like I told you, they had the compression shorts. So they will wear like the compression shorts and then wear the top, the OCP top, like the shirt, the same tee. So they will wear that, and then once Reveille play, just get up, put the pants on, put the coat on, and you're good to go. So yeah, that was basically our thing. Like, we would sleep in whatever we needed to for whatever uniform we were wearing, the PT or the OCPs, and then make it just that much easier to get dressed in the morning. So there's one thing that we have called a security drawer. The security drawer basically is something that you keep your valuables in. So like, I have my watch, my necklace, my bracelet, and I had my Beats headphones. It's pretty big, so like this, they tell you like you could put all of this stuff. All of this would be technically considered high-priced items. So you will go ahead and put that inside of your security drawer. And it has to be locked at all times unless you're within arm's length away from the security drawer. And if you are like away from your security drawer and MTI walks past and it's open, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. So make sure you keep your security drawer secured. So inspection side of the bed is like, they basically have like numbers. I'm trying to think. Okay, so this side of my bed, which would be like, I don't even know how to like explain. Okay, so this side of my bed would be considered the inspection side of the bed. If you were to walk in to the bay and the bed is on the right hand side of the bed, if the bed is on the right hand side of the bed, this is your inspection side of the bed. If you walk in and your bed is on this side of the bed, you basically will be this side of the bed. Okay, so they have an inspection side of the bed, like where if you were to if they tell you like to, I forgot what it is that they say, but basically like telling you to come to the inspection side of the bed, that's where you go, stand right here at attention. Okay, and then speaking of beds, we learned how to make our beds. It is the most ridiculous thing ever, because when are you ever gonna make your bed like that again? You're not. So the only reason I would say personally that they have you making your bed like that is for discipline, because they'll show you how to make it. It takes forever, and then they'll show you how to make it, and then once you make it, they'll make you strip it. What I do this for? What I'm doing this for? So basically, you strip the bed, and then I think Tuesdays is linen exchange, something like that. So basically, everybody just like sleeps on top of their bed. After they make it, they sleep on it, and then like because you get two blankets, and one of them goes like across the bed, and then another one you have to fold in half and lay it across the top of the bed and tuck it. So we technically only typically only really slept with that, and then like we'll just put it over top of us. And then some nights it did get like super cold. Like the weather in Texas is really bipolar, so it did get super cold some nights, and we did just go ahead and get in the cover because you needed that extra cover because it was super cold. But that's that. Then when linen exchange comes, we actually sleep inside the bed because you have to take everything off the bed. Anywho, so what's next? And if your bed isn't tight, like this isn't tucked tight and it's loose and it just looks weird, they're gonna tear the bed up and make you do it again. Oh, okay, and then this too, like if you like, some people like me, I didn't really need, and I'm an individual, always going against the grain. It's always supposed to be a team effort. So if you see somebody that's struggling or is asking for help to make a bed, just go ahead and help them get the bed together. Let your MTI see that you are making the attempt to be a team player and to help get things done, you know, because you have to meet timelines. That's a big thing, meeting timelines. So go ahead and help your wingman make their bed, or have somebody come help you make your bed so you can get things done faster and move on to the next task. What else? Okay, so MTIs will come in. Some of them have, well, obviously all of them have a key to get in, okay? But because, so for my females, like I had both a male and a female MTI. So only the female could come in even if I wasn't dressed. Like if I only had on like a towel, she could come in if she wanted to. But the male MTI that we had, he until everybody was dressed, it doesn't matter like if you're in the bathroom, and you have your clothes in the bathroom, you ready to get dressed. If you're not dressed at that time that MTI comes in there, it's a problem. he can get in trouble, y'all can get in trouble. So just please make sure that everybody is dressed. They have a flap that goes up on the door, and they'll tell you, hey, y'all got until it's 1:30. Y'all have until 1:50 to get showers done. If that flap isn't down at 1:50, it's a problem. They're banging on the door. They're like, what's taking so long? It's a lot. So just make sure that you, again, meet in timelines, and then make sure that you're paying attention to who you're letting in. They have an EAL on the wall to let you know who are all the authorized people who are able to come into that dormitory. Make sure that you check the CACs, the IDs for whoever it is, and make sure that they're on that list of approved people to come into that dorm. And if they aren't, but they are, you know, like MTIs and stuff like that, you need, there's a certain protocol that you go through to get them, have them gain access to enter the dorm. So yeah, definitely make sure that you pay attention. You see you read the name, you see who it is, and make sure that they're on that list and able to come in. Typically the people who are on EC would be the ones to open the doors. EC is entry control. So always make sure that your MTI, because even if you aren't dressed and you're a female and it's a female MTI, they still may knock on the door, especially, they have to, now that I think about it, because the flap is up. When the flap is up, it means that somebody's either changing or showering. Anytime somebody is changing, that flap goes up. Anytime somebody's showering, the flap goes up. So just make sure that you pay attention to what's going on. And if somebody needs to come in, like the MTI knocks on the door to come in, and there are people showering or changing, you yell, clear the hall, secure the latrine. So people know that the door is getting ready to open, somebody's ready to come in. Or Beverly, okay, Beverly. I just, it would be too soon if I never heard Beverly play again. So Beverly plays in the morning whenever wake up is, because sometimes you can have an early wake up. I think I explained what an early wake up is in another video. But whenever you have early wake up, please make sure you get the hell up, okay? We ain't got time for them to come in there hollering and stuff, okay? But yeah, Beverly plays, and that means it's time for you to get your ass up, okay? Get up, don't lay in the bed no longer than the song playing, because they'll come over the intercom and they'll say, wake up, wake up, wake up, get those day room doors open, turn those lights on, and yada yada yada. So just make sure that you get up, because the MTIs will be banging on the door literally as soon as Beverly plays. Some of the MTIs are already standing there, boom boom boom, like just doing too much, okay? And then you have Taps plays at 9, 8, I can't remember what time we had to go to bed. I want to say it's 8, I think it was 8, I can't remember. Between 8 and 9 o'clock p.m. is when you have to go to bed. And it's not optional, you have to go to bed. You have to get in the bed. You don't have to go to sleep, but you need to be in the bed. So that plays, and basically as soon as that plays, you have to turn the lights off and put the flap up. And then don't get caught after that plays being out of bed, unless you're using the latrine. It's not the bathroom, it's the latrine. Dots. Okay, so the dots basically are, I know you've seen, if you've watched any Air Force video, you've seen the dots. So once you get up and get dressed, and then you fall out on the dots. You fall out on the dots. Just remember I said you fall out on the dots. You go anywhere from the dots. You go to drill, you go to anywhere. You come back to the dots. You start at the dots, you come back to the dots. Don't get caught walking around and acting like you cool and you don't want to stop at the dots, sis. And one of them MTIs catch you and she ass out. All right? So go to the dots. All right. It may not seem like a big deal, but I'm telling you, they make a big deal of everything. Go to the dots. Okay. So what's next? So money list. So I am typically one who does not carry cash. So I normally just bring my cards. So, oh, real quick, if you're from wherever, I'm not even sure it even really matters where you're from, um, unless you actually live in Texas or whatever. I would say before you leave, make sure you call your bank and let them know where you're going, and that if your card is swiped or used in this particular area, that it is you using the card, because we had that issue with a few girls that went to buy different things using their card, and then their bank locked their card because they thought it was fraudulent activity. So just make sure that you call the bank and let them know, you know, what's going on prior to you leaving, so you don't have that issue. I just wanted to throw that in there real quick because I know that was a big thing. But as far as money is concerned, I personally only really take my cards. I'm not a cash type of person, so I would highly advise you guys not to even take cash, okay? Because the money list is it's a pain in the ass, okay? So basically, a money list is a list of the cash that you have. So if you have a stack of cash like this, right, you literally have to list all those bills and all those serial numbers. Like, it's ridiculous. And then every time, so say you have $10 and you spend $2. You now need to rewrite your money list and take those $2 off of that money list, and the updated money list will have $8 on it, and then you list all of those dollars with the. It's ridiculous. I'm trying to tell you. And then say you go somewhere else and you spend $5. You spend $5. Now you got another money list that you need to update, and it's ridiculous, y'all. Like, it's just one less thing that you got to worry about. Just please, 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 just don't even. Ugh, it's ridiculous. I don't know. Again, it's accountability. I know what that is for. Like, that's accountability. It has to be. But nobody really wants to go through that. Okay. Okay. So we did things like we started marching and stuff like that, and then we learned different. Let me see. We did learn different things as far as like marching is concerned. Like, one of the things we learned was a chain step march. So basically, like, if you're marching and somebody is out of step, they'll say chain step march, and then you switch. It's hard to explain, not really, but like you change the foot you're on so that you are now in step with everybody else. Basically, like the cadence that they're calling, you have to be in step. So oh, the Sports Med Hub. Okay, so the Sports Med Hub, we basically had like 2 people from the Sports Med Hub come out and tell us, or basically like show us how to run, to make sure that we were running properly, because that was a lot of the reasons that people were getting hurt, and then people were having like shin splints and stuff like that, just like injuries from running the wrong way. So they came with like foam rollers, and then like they make you lay on the foam roller, and then like basically like try to balance on the foam roller without like falling off, and you know, basically like show you how strong your core and stuff is and stuff like that. I'm not a fan of running, so I didn't really care for that, but whatever. So basically they come out and they teach you how to run. The next thing is roster numbers. So basically roster numbers is like where your name falls at on the list. So they'll tell you what your roster number is, and mine was G12. So basically your roster number, like I'm National Guard, so G is for guard, and then people will have R's for like reserve, and then A for active duty, obviously. So those are your roster numbers, and basically like you use them for accountability. Now, accountability is something that they do when you have to go somewhere and when you're leaving from somewhere, and then also for like classes, they'll go down the roster and call your name, and then here sir, here ma'am, whatever, and then they accountability go. So they'll say accountability go, and you basically repeat everything that they say. So then everybody yells accountability go, and then they say whatever, and then when they call your name, R2 here ma'am, R3 here ma'am. So you like sometimes they'll call it, But most of the times they'll just expect you to go down the list on your own, knowing, you know, your number's coming up next. So so the last thing that I have is the wingman policy. Do not, and I think I said this in another video, do not get caught without your wingman, okay? Don't do it. I think that will probably be the worst trouble you'll be in if you go anywhere or get caught anywhere without a wingman. Do not get caught without a wingman. I don't care what it's for. Especially like if two of us are standing here and then an MTI comes over and says, hey, I need to talk to you about whatever. And then they're like, oh, it's okay, it's fine. We're just gonna step over to the side. We'll be right here. That's fine if they step off to the side and you can still see them, because who knows what they may be talking about. But as long as you can still see them, cool. But if they continue to walk and then they like walk around a pillar where the pillar is blocking your vision from being able to see them, that's the problem. You need to go and you need to be with your wingman. I can't never leave a wingman behind, sir. Can't leave my wingman behind, man. Like, you need to let them know, like, you know, you're paying attention to what's going on, because they'll do little things to try to distract you from making sure that you are with a wingman at all times. So basically, if you can't see them, you need to get somewhere where you can see them. Even if it's the same sex MTI, you still need to be with them. Going to the office to talk to them, you still need to have a wing. Like, you'll literally be standing inside the doorway at attention talking to them, and then you'll have a wingman standing right here on the wall next to the office while you're talking to them, to make sure, you know, nothing happens, you know. And then if there is a conversation and you need somebody to be, you know, aware of what the conversation is or what's being said during the conversation, you have that wingman there. Please don't ever get caught without a wingman. Again, there are times that you are able to be without a wingman, and you will learn about that once you get there. Don't get caught without a wingman. So that's basically all I have for you today in this video. I have other things that I want to talk to y'all about, but like I said, I'm just going to put all of that stuff in another video, because this video is already almost 25 minutes long, and I don't want to post super long videos of me just chatting, girl, because who's ready to do that? Who's ready to listen to that? But yeah, so that's basically it, y'all. Again, if y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure that y'all leave them in the comment section below. I always at some point in time check the comments and get back to you all in the comments, and if not, I will definitely answer your question in a video. So please make sure that you are leaving comments if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you have any. Again, I did see you all's comments about getting ready to leave. I feel like every time I post a video, there's new people saying that they're getting ready to go. So I just want to say congratulations to you guys, and I hope you all do well. Everybody's gonna do well. Positive vibes, positive energy. Stay motivated. If nothing else, stay positive, stay motivated. I wish you all well, and I will see you all in the next video. Look in your eyes, shit is dangerous. Grateful I had all the patience. I know you're going through some